Hey funky ones, here I am today with the Makarlus doing a little standing arm series. First we're going to start with hug a tree. Sometimes I call this big U's. You start with your arms a little bit wider than your shoulders and you move your arms in a U shape as you take them out to the side. We do the U to just help the person find correct placement of the humeral head. The Makarlus weigh about 500 grams each with all the pieces together. And if you need to start off with a lighter weight, you can use just the discs and you might add just one dome or two domes or all of the domes like I have here, depending on where you're at. So we do about 10 and then we're going to do little U's, which is kind of like little hugger trees. And while I'm standing, I'm trying to elongate my spine. And with little U's, I just encourage just natural breath. And so you might do 5 to 12 for strength purposes. And you can go right up to 20 or even more for endurance purposes. And then after little U's, we're going to go to circles. So a little bit more of a complicated movement and trying to maintain the placement of the humeral head as we circle round. For these, you might inhale on the way up, exhale as you go round. And again, you're doing however many you can do until you fatigue. And then we just change direction and go the other way. Using the Makarlu helps us to use the intrinsic muscles in our hands because we kind of have to spread the hands out a bit to hold on to the hedgehog. You can also hold onto the wooden side. It's a little bit harder to hold. I have noticed that some of my clients who have really little hands, that might be a bit hard for them to get their hands around. Next, we're going into scoops with a bicep curl. So we start with the hands by your side. We're rolling the pinky finger up as we raise the arms and bend the elbow. Then straighten at the elbow, turning the palms down and bringing the hands back down. So you might exhale on the way up, inhale on the way down. And we're just trying to get a good spiral through the arms as we do this exercise. And from there, we'll go to chest expansion. So we start with the hands just slightly forward of your body, and you're taking the hands around the body in an arc, taking the hands behind the body, and then forward again. So if you're wearing a tutu, your hands will go around the tutu. So it's kind of a wideish arc. These exercises can also all be done on the reformer and the cadillac. So this can be a nice way to introduce them to somebody. Once someone has got the hang of this series with the Makarlus, I might get them to do it with the weighted balls. Or then, you can just move on to using the resistance of the springs on the cadillac or the reformer. Hope you likey.